Vice Chancellor, deans, faculty, family, friends, and students, congratulations. Had I known that I could have brought an a cappella group from Los Angeles, from Hollywood with me, I would have had them as my backing group this morning. But nobody gave me that option, so you're just going to have to deal with me. The golden graduates who are sitting on the stage here have insisted that I don't speak about them or about their history, but I rather address my remarks to you. You the students, you the family of the students. And I'm going to talk about a four-letter word. And the four-letter word is jobs. I recommend a book to you by Thomas Friedman called Thank You for Being Late. The title is not that important. It's explained in the book. But the basic tenet of that book is to describe the acceleration of what is happening in our technological society today and our society's ability to deal with it. And if you look at the curve of growth and acceleration of the age in which we're living, and believe me, we are living within a revolutionary age, it does something like that. If you look at the ability of humanity to deal with that, the curve looks something like that. And the two curves are crossing. And the point that he makes is that if we don't understand how to deal with the way things are progressing, we are going to start falling behind more and more. And this is where the issue of jobs comes in. When I was a student graduating from here, and I'm sure that most of my golden graduate colleagues would agree with us, you got your degree, you fell into a logical job, you became a doctor or an accountant or a lawyer, and that was it. The fewer jobs you had on your CV, the better, which meant that you were a stable personality and not a flighty personality. And that's the way it was. Well, it's not the way it is today. Today, I look at the CVs of young people applying for jobs. There are many, many one-year jobs, two-year jobs. When you talk to them, they were failures. They were not failures. They were experiences in which they failed to achieve an objective, but each one of those was a learning experience for them, and that's the world in which we're living today. And I often play the game with myself of standing and listening to a group of people standing around chatting, and I say to myself, which of these people are graduates of universities? And I listen to them talking, and I can identify among the group people who think before they speak. I can identify people who clearly are tolerant of an idea to which they do not subscribe. They don't shout and scream, except, of course, when they're at the dinner table with their family and friends. And they are analytical. And these tenets, these qualities, I refer to as transferable talents and transferable qualities which belong to those people who are seeking jobs in the new world. I must tell you that people today do not just look for jobs which have a descriptor on them, they invent jobs. They analyze what their strengths are, they analyze what their weaknesses are, and you know, nowadays you can even work out what your weaknesses are by going on a website, which will take you through a number of steps, and you will analyze and understand what it is that you need to perfect and improve upon in order to get to a position of being competitive. If you look at the big wide world of jobs, the general sense is jobs are disappearing because of this technological advance with big data and with barcode readers and with ATM machines. Who needs all these people? Who needs jobs in this day and age? That does appear to be the truth when it comes to the more labor-intensive type of jobs, and I do think there's going to be a fall off in the job market. But as relevant to the careers that you are likely to pursue, Thomas Friedman will tell us that jobs are actually increasing. So when a big bank closes, it doesn't just lose jobs, it opens up small branches around town, each of which has a human bank teller, and those jobs are actually on the increase and not on the decrease, which is a nice thing to think about. So in going into the next phases of your important lives, I think it's very important that you do understand that you've got these transferable talents, which are layered on top of whatever profession or whatever subject matter you have learned as university students, and that you must play up the talents, understand your weaknesses, and put yourselves into a package which you think is competitive. And so when I talk to students who come and chat, and I have the luxury of having time to talk to students, I say to them a few things. The first is, don't assume that there's a right decision and a wrong decision when you choose a job. There is a decision. There is nothing logical about deciding to become a this or a that. But once you've made the decision, make it work, forget about the other options, and make sure that you stick with that and make it work for you. And it's amazing how many people who do not succeed are people who simply failed to take on the notion that they have made a decision and this is what it's going to be. There's always the doubting, maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have done that. It doesn't work. Secondly, one of the things that all of you could consider is specialize in one little important thing, something that catches your imagination, that is relevant to your talent. And as you go through your careers, become the world expert in that one little thing where you know that you probably know more about something than anybody else. It's intriguing, it's challenging, it's enticing, and it's nice to know that you've focused on something that you can take with you wherever you go. So I would wish you all the very best in your careers as you move forward. This is a remarkable place. I have crossed 3 continents to get here today, and it's a great pleasure. Good luck to all of you.